This neat little black and white warbler is well named because it's all black and white, except for those cute little yellow feet that we see right there. The black and white warbler spends the summer nesting up in the coniferous forests in Canada, and they spend their winter in shade-grown coffee plantations across Central and South America. So that's where this one is headed right now. One neat thing about the black and white warbler, when you see them on a tree, their colors are similar to a white-breasted nuthatch, and they also go around the tree in much the same way as that nuthatch does. So if you're looking at what you think is a white-breasted nuthatch now in the fall on the tree, take a second look. It could be this little black and white warbler. These male Forbes tree crickets have a very distinctive loud trilling call that you can hear out on Chippewa Prairie right now in the early fall. We know this one right here on my finger is a male because he's got kind of short rounded wings. Females would have longer, narrower wings, and then she'd have a kind of a long ovipositor at the end of her abdomen back there too. She slices into the plant stem of their host plant, which is probably a sawtooth sunflower. By the way, usually you'll find these Forbes tree crickets, both the males and the females, sitting in the sawtooth sunflowers, so they're pretty easy to see. But she lays her eggs in the stem of the host plant. The eggs overwinter there, hatch out into nymphs next spring. They feed on aphids and other soft-bodied bugs through the summer, turn into the adults now, or just grow into the adults now in late summer and early fall. The adults also eat aphids and maybe some of that tasty pollen on the sawtooth sunflower plants. They're related to the famous snowy tree cricket, which has a kind of a calling cadence that can be converted into the ambient air temperature. I was quite surprised to see this large Chinese mantis out on Chippewa Prairie the other day. They're often called a praying mantis, of course, but I was surprised to see it because they're not a resident here in northern Iowa. Their eggs and egg cases can't survive our cold winters. So this one just wandered in from somewhere down south. They are very good flyers, by the way, and later on this one flew away just like a bird. But at about 4 inches long, they are ferocious predators and eat just about any insect out on the prairie they want. That Forbes tree cricket we saw earlier would be one of their favorite foods, but they also will eat grasshoppers, beetles, butterflies, moths. There's even been records of I don't know if it's the Chinese mantis, but large praying mantis eating hummingbirds. So anyway, be on the lookout for maybe a praying mantis out in the countryside this fall.